So you just finished downloading iOS 14, the update's finished, and now you're looking at the same phone that you've had for over a year, and nothing looks different. But you're so wrong. iOS 14 brings some exciting new features to the table, but it's nothing that's really going to knock your socks off. What it is full of, though, is some great evolutions of iOS. Now, this video here is going to go through some of the main features. I won't go through everything because obviously we don't have that much time, but I will give you some of the main new features and some powerful hidden ones as well. First off the bat, let's talk about the glaring new change. We have widgets. Now, if you don't have widgets on your home screen, what you want to do is hold on the home screen until you get into what Apple calls is jiggle mode. Jiggle mode. After you get into jiggle mode, what you want to do is hit the top left of your screen where there's a plus icon, and then you can scroll through all the different jiggles. Come on. And you'll be able to scroll through all the widgets that you have available. Now, you might have a little bit, you might have a lot. It really depends on what apps you have installed on your device. Basically, developers are still trying to catch up to the demand of widgets, and they're optimizing their apps for it. Now, looking at my iPhone, I have two widgets. I use the activity widget in the top right, and in the bottom left-hand corner, I use a smart stack. So what a smart stack is a bunch of different apps built into one widget, so you can swipe through the different apps, whether it be music, news, weather, you name it. Next, we have the app library, and I think this is a genius new addition to iOS because either we have 8 pages of 120 apps, or we have 3 pages of nothing but folders and junk inside of them. I'm looking at me, I'm looking at you, we all do it. App library basically takes all of our apps and organizes them into categories so you don't have to do any organizing yourself, and it gets rid of all the clutter and things that you don't want to see on your iPhone. Compact calls is something I've been asking for since like the iPhone 4, and we finally got it. You know the feeling when someone calls you and you don't want to pick up, but you got to sit there and stare at your phone, waiting for the phone call to go away so you can go back to scrolling on Instagram? Yeah, no more of that. Now you can just ignore the call and keep doing what you're doing, but if that's not enough, you can swipe up on the call and it'll silence the call.
Wait, did you just ignore my call?
No. The iPhone finally catches up to its iPad big brother and can support picture-in-picture FaceTime and supports most apps you can watch videos in. If the picture-in-picture is bugging you, all you have to do is swipe it to the right or the left and come back to it later. Siri also got a compact interface, so she doesn't... Is it she? It doesn't take up your whole screen anymore. And I know the main question you're going to ask is, can she compete with Google Assistant and Alexa? And I have to say what I've been saying for years, not yet. But she is a little bit smarter and she gets some information from the web a little bit better than she did before, so I think that's props to her and a step in the right direction for Apple. Messages also got a nice upgrade. Basically, they introduced pinned conversations where you can pin up to 9 different people or groups at the top of your messages, so you can kind of get back to the conversation you want to have, not kind of scrolling through who did I message last. They also introduced group photo where you can have an emoji or a color or whatever you want to identify in between each one of the 9 different people, and it's kind of like a MySpace top 8. Never mind. Messages also gain mentions and inline replies, so think Slack and you got it. Moving on. No, but if your friends at you, basically your name will show up blue and you can customize your alerts to only receive notifications when they at you, which is kind of cool if you're into that. The inline replies allow you to respond directly to something that was said, and I know I'm going to abuse the hell out of this feature when I come back to the group chat late and I can respond to something that was said previously and just start the conversation all back up. Maps also got a slight upgrade giving you cycling directions in new areas and electric charging stations, but no support for Tesla superchargers, so I don't really foresee myself using this feature, but they did get a new feature giving you like the top places to eat when you go into a new area, which I think is really dope. There's also a really cool new translation app, which I really want to be excited about, but since the United States is banned from traveling everywhere, it's pretty much useless at this point. Yeah. Basically, the new translation app allows you to download a whole language onto your phone, so you can have on-device translation. So if you're in Japan with no service, you can literally go up to a stranger and ask them for directions on the phone with no internet. It's kind of wild. Those are some of the main features I think I'll see myself using every single day, but here's some powerful features I'll also be using that are hidden down deep in iOS 14. Back tap is one of the most overlooked features on iOS 14. Basically, it allows you to tap the back of the phone twice or 3 times to do an action. Right now, I have my double back tap set to go into my app switcher, and my triple back tap is going home. It's definitely handy for using your iPhone one-handed. Apple Music finally got updated and I couldn't be happier. They seem to have taken a page out of Spotify's book where if you play one song, it'll start auto-playing related songs right afterwards. It's like, think of SoundCloud without the ads. I think it works perfectly. In addition, they got rid of the For You tab and they replaced it with the Listen Now tab, and I think they do a great job of curating playlists and what your friends are listening to all in one space. Definitely check that out. I don't know if you're like me, but when I wake up, I always want to listen to a different genre of music. So if you hit the search tab on Apple Music, it actually pops up a whole list of genres you can listen to, which will take you through a whole bunch of playlists and top songs, and I think that's a great addition. For all my camera lovers out there, there's a bunch of new additions to the native camera app. If you've ever taken a selfie,
Jesus Christ.
You'll notice that when you're previewing the image and after you take the image, they're two different images because the image actually flips. If you're ugly post flip like I am, you can go into your settings and change it. All you have to do is go to your settings, then go to camera, then toggle on mirror front camera. That easy. While you're in the native camera app, if you press one of the volume buttons, it always takes a picture. But now if you hold one of the buttons, it actually takes a quick take video for you. So hold it down for as long as you want it to and let go as soon as you're done with the video. For those people that like to keep, let's just say, secret photos on your phone, I'm pretty sure you've used the hide this photo option, only to find out that it just makes a visible hidden folder of your photos for everyone to see that has your phone. Well, if that's you, well then you're in luck. This is a no judgment zone, but if you go to settings and then photos, you can toggle off the hidden album, which hides the album from view, which it should have done in the first place. But now you can hide the album. It's not the most secure thing, but at least if someone's scrolling through your albums, they won't see that hidden album. Working from home in headphones can be kind of stressful, but Apple has a new feature called sound recognition that might be able to help. Whether you're in headphones or you have hard of hearing, your iPhone can send you a notification if it hears something. So whether you left the water running or someone's knocking at the door, you'll get a notification saying, hey, this just happened. Those are some of the main features in iOS 14 and some of my favorite hidden ones as well. Let me know what your favorite was down in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.